Hello, my dear Libra. This is your love and spirituality reading for the time between February 16 to February 28, 2017 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. So, if you want to support my channel, you can click the ad in the beginning of the video or watch it for 30 seconds or to the end of the ad, whichever comes first. Thank you. I'm truly grateful for all of you watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. I now have over 25,000 subscribers and 100,000 viewers every time I put up my journals. It is amazing, and I try to imagine you're not so many to avoid stage fever. But remember, it would be nothing without you watching this channel. So you make me be able to work with this, what I truly love. So you have forever my gratitude. I now use the Legacy of the Divine Tarot by Ciro Marchetti, and I will start shuffling your cards. I call the Divine with love and light, and I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and I call the 6 elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Libra viewers. So I want my dear Libra to have love in their lives, to find themselves in loving relationships, and to be able to have creative success and to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So I also want to take the chance to tell you about the new moon, February 26th. The moon will be located at the same side of the earth as the sun, and it will be visible during daytime. This day will also have a new solar eclipse. The moon is too far away from the earth to completely cover the sun. This will result in a ring of light around the darkened moon. This eclipse will be visible throughout parts of South America and southwestern Africa. So, my dear Libra, your cards are shuffled. I will just tune in for a few seconds. Okay, so Libra, this is your future. This is your now, and this is the past. The now is probably the last part of February 2017, but whenever you watch this, it's probably the exact right time for you to see it. So the first card for you is the Fool card, 0. So it's like you have started on a new journey, and we see the hourglass here. I just learned that this is hourglass and not time glass, like it's called in Swedish. And you have all the cards here flashing out before the Fool, and you have the dog hanging on for dear life, because the Fool is an impulsive creature. It's very pure and honest and in tune with the divine. It's like just delivered here on earth, taken in the body with the incarnation. So it hasn't learned so much yet. It's like you are walking on like a new unknown territory in your life. You might have mastered different cycles of your life, and now you're beginning a new one with the Fool, the first card of the major arcana. So this is a very beautiful moment for you, where you're entering a totally new experience and learning something really new. And you have your loyalty. This is your instincts, trying to hang on there and trying to keep up with you, probably. So the Fool. And then we have also the 2 of Cups. So it seems like the new area of experience that you are entering has something to do with love and love relationships. We see the Cancer here is holding 2 hearts, the pearls, like bonds being connected between two people here, the feminine and the masculine. We also have the symbol for Venus here. So this is a love relationship where you feel you can mirror yourself in another person and learn from that person, and they can also learn from you. When you have this beautiful connection with another person, which you don't have to you know, pretend who you are in front of them, but you can actually be yourself and start to open your heart and your heart chakra with their communication. So here with the Fool together with the Two of Cups, it's very pure and honest, and it's also a very pristine feeling of opening of the heart chakra. So it's very, very beautiful, this. So, new experience within love. That sounds amazing. The next card for you is actually Ace of Cups, what I said earlier with the opening of the heart chakra. The Fool is, of course, your inner child, as you could say also for the Page of Cups. And this is the Ace of Cups. Page of Cups and Ace of Cups is both pure water. So there's a significance here with... this is your soul incarnating in a body, the pure soul. This is how your pure soul has communication with the divine still through your feelings. You also see the triangle here. It's upside down but it's kind of the soul taking going down in a experience. Human experience, and Ace of Cups is of course love and heart chakra and your emotions and this contact that you have with the divine. So this is an ace, so it's a new beginning, and the Fool is a new beginning. So it seems like this journey is going to open up your heart chakra and open up your heart space. And also we have a Three of Cups coming here. You can almost think that I haven't shuffled the cards, but they have been shuffled and used several times. This is actually a really brand new deck. So you have Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, and Three of Cups coming here together. So Three of Cups is when you join together with someone else, or and there's a third force being like born into this relationship. It's almost like a pregnancy, but it's also like when you meet up with someone where you really can have like this soul connection. There's something else being born, like the relationship is becoming its own entity, like it's a area or like a scene where you can have a lot of fun and have a lot of like beautiful memories being made. And you see it's the musical instrument, so it's creativity. It's also personal growth, the arts, like tempering yourself, making yourself into an even better person all the time. It's three, so it's for Trinity, like father, mother, and child. And it's also celebration, festivity, nice times, hanging out, being with the one you love, celebrating. It might be that something new has been born into your life. It might have been some new creative endeavor, a new relationship. Maybe a child has been born as well, since we have the two number one here, or zero and Ace of Cups, and Two of Cups and Three of Cups. So it's it seems like something has been going on when that's kind of connects to family, deep open heart space, deep creativity, things like this. Okay, so the next card is Five of Swords. So it might indicate that one part of you might not like this at all. The Five of Swords is a person that wants to conquer, wants to own, wants to be on top, wants to have control, don't want to find themselves on the losing end, like kind of being a victim to things. So they rather they rather like march in and take control over the situation than being like this soft spot of love here. So it's some resistance in you when it comes to all those feelings bubbling up. You might think like, well, that's not for me. I don't like that at all. And I don't know what's the matter with me. And kind of you want to separate yourself from this beautiful experience. It might also be like someone is constantly wants to quarrel with you or make you feel subordinate or make you feel like you are not good enough, or you see it's a battle that has been going on here. Five of Swords is kind of a person that's a know-it-all, and It might also indicate that you don't want to be humiliated. You don't want to, it's like you feel a sense of insecurity and you want to come back to the feeling of security, maybe by taking charge or charging into a matter, or kind of wants to make it insignificant. Like it don't matter, but it's really matter. This is like, you can have prophetic dreams during this time. You can also have dreams about like what you're supposed to do with your life, or your highest destiny, things like this. But it feels like you're a bit fearful about this. Maybe it's like a pull, it's a magnetic pull from some unknown force for you in the universe that wants to drag you along within in an area which maybe you feel like you don't even want to dip your toes. But it's like a tsunami wave of warm feeling coming here to warm up the side of the Libra that has this feeling of wants to be like a lone conqueror, or someone being on the top, not entering the game of life, but actually kind of mastering it from an outside point of view. It's a difficult card, the Five of Swords, because it's very contradiction. It's a contradiction because it's like you want to have something, but you don't know how to get it. So sometimes people get it by winning over other people. They want to win, they want to conquer, but they don't know that what they are missing deep down is actually love. So it's like a circle here. Okay. The next line of cards will be in the now. And the first card you have here is Seven of Coins, and this has been coming for both Aries and Leo as well. So it might be some celestial happening, astrological, that's kind of affecting us all. So the Seven of Pentacles is a time of rest, you can say, when the grass is supposed to grow by its own accord. It's like you have been doing a lot, you have been putting in a lot of work, and now you need to take a step back and look at the result and kind of praise you for the journey that you have been through and all the goals that you have reached before you are kind of reaching the ultimate goal, that's getting those all those possibilities into manifestation. And you see it's very sunny and it's very happy kind of card. The Seven of Coins is usually more dull and it's like a blockage, misfortune, things like this. But here it's depicted like much more like well, maybe your work is done for now. Maybe you can rest a little bit. Maybe you can, you know, settle with what you have learned and, you know, try to master it like in a very calm sort of way. Kind of pat yourself on the shoulder and say, well done. Now you have reached this point. Now you can relax a little bit. You don't have to go to war. You don't have to learn any new stuff. You can just, you know, check out what you have learned up to now and master it. Become a master of it in a very, like I said, calm way. You don't, it's a card, Seven of Coins is like pregnancy. It's like there's time needed that's to just develop something by its own accord. So it's a little bit time where you need to rest as well. And here you have the Ace of Coins. So Ace of Coins is like a doorway. It's like you maturing. It's like you stepping into the next cycle of your life. Both Leo and Aries had this card as well. So this is a card about solving karma, completing a cycle, beginning a new one, much like what the Fool said. And you also have the Ace of Cups here. The Ace of Cups and the Ace of Coins are the feminine aces, earth and water. So they are very like feminine, receptive. It's something being born. It's something like you need to wait with anticipation and see what it is that will come, that will present itself. So it's not so much you charging in and taking control. It's more like you just waiting or for what's to come. It's something that you have been preparing for quite some time with this pregnancy thingy. So it's something that's just going to be born into your life, or just have been born into your life. Something not so fragile, but something that you need to get to know maybe a little bit. It's maturity, so it's like a new level of your existence which you haven't really experienced before. So the next card that comes really center is the King of Wands, usually depicting Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. So this is fire energy. This is a creator, someone that has a lot of passion, a lot of ideas, a lot of like things going on in their lives. They are very warm and generous, wants everyone in their surrounding to feel good, but they have also a dark side, you know, when this passion is like overflowing with fire and they becoming aggressive, jealous, things like this. So it's always have a flip side. And this King of Wands is a bit special because he has this horns of Hathor or Isis being depicted here. So it kind of shows femininity. It's the Taurus, of course, so it's also this masculine energy, but the Taurus period of our history were a period of the divine feminine. And then we went into to Aries, that were a more masculine time, which then led to Pisces, and now we are entering into Aquarius in like 100 years or so. So this is like a feminine energy that's a bit dangerous because it's trial by fire. It's like it's this passion and this primordial feelings that's creating the world with both birthing it and destroying it. It's almost like Kali or some mysterious divine feminine figure that both give birth and destroys. And you have the dragon figures here talking about divine contact, and it's in the black drapery, so it's a bit mysterious. And also again you have the triangle, now an upward position in a circle, so that's a soul going down in a feminine body. But Aries, the arrows here is kind of talking about Sagittarius energy. So there's a mix here about fire and female primordial energy. So it's only for, you know, not all people can harvest this energy in a gentle, nice way. Sometimes things will burn, things will get out of hand, out of control. So a person can get mad and then they have destroyed like things in their life. So it can be very uncontrollable, this creative force. So sometimes people are kind of wanting to be very gentle with this creative force, don't want to be too passionate, don't want to be too aggressive. And it's typical for Libra to try to keep everything rather leveled. But we see here that his spear and his belt is kind of making a 7 on his stomach here, and 7 are for personal spiritual growth, where you actually need to step in and master a new area of your life. So it seems to be manifestation on earth, like actually accomplish something on earth. And usually it's like getting a job, having children, starting a relationship, the ordinary things of life. And this creation force is of course going to be whatever you steer it to, but it's not going to be like stopped. It's life longing for itself, so you can't really stop it or harness it, because then it will be like something that you have submerged or suppressed, and it will be like a volcano. So this is an energy that you need to handle with care. You shouldn't suppress it, and you shouldn't fuel it too much. You should just harness the energy of it and kind of put it in the direction where you want to go with your life. And this King of Wands is on those places surrounded by aces. So it's a new beginning when it comes to, for you, using those passionate energies in your life, creating stuff. What do you want in your life? Okay, so, and here we have the 10 of Swords. So the 10 of Swords is kind of, it's like, I feel like many of you Libras is kind of twisting underneath this all new stuff coming into your life, because maybe you had, you know, your stuff in order. Maybe you knew kind of what you wanted to do and where you were supposed to go and all those things. But then a lot of new things arose in your life, a lot of new longings, new energies pulling you in different direction, and it seems like you kind of wants to resist this. This is Five of Swords killing someone else off, and Ten of Swords is being kind of killed. So it's some war going on here, probably in your thoughts, and maybe your thoughts are depicted a little bit about with the ego. That's the ego is going to die when the soul is taking in your body like this, what's happening here. As I said, it's life longing after itself, so it wants to go down in a human body, make the stuff that it was supposed to make, and leave the human body with this new experience. And what we can take with us when we die is our experience and the love for other people, the connections. Nothing else would be taken with us when we die. And the ego doesn't really like that thing. They want to have like reassurance that you will go on, like as you are, like the person you are. So it might be that your ego is a little frightened at this time and kind of resisting all this change. And maybe you are going like a little bit like typical Libra, back and forth with things. So some days you feel really like Buddha, like a really loving figure, and other day you feel like you want to burn the world. So it might go a bit rocky here over this hill where you are stepping into this new realm of your existence. So the Ten of Swords might also be, it's like being tormented maybe by guilt, or it's something here with this masculine energy of thoughts that kind of cuts through soft tissues like flesh, and also this beautiful love and earth that we have here with Ace of Cups and Ace of Coins. So human beings have been masters of earth, but now we are going into a realm where we are going to work together with the earth to create abundance again. So our mastering area is like the eon of human mastery is gone. We are going to like not be the masters of earth anymore, but actually the caretakers of earth. And it's some process that you're going through that seems very difficult and painful. Maybe you not feeling good enough. Maybe you feel like people are betraying you. Maybe you're feeling like you betray yourself and your previous values, things like this. We see a lot of swords penetrating like his backbone here. So it's kind of your whole old vision, all old thought forms are changing. And you don't know what they are going to change into. So it's kind of death of ego, which I'm sensing here. Old security, old survival skills, old assumption of the world that's kind of going down in a bit of pain here. And here we have the Queen of Swords, and this is you, Libra, and it comes surrounded with the Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords. So this might be also two people in your world. We have seen you being accompanied by fire energy for a long time. So the fire energy is probably the different element it's that you need to take into your life. And fire and air together is kind of fueling each other, becoming very temperamental and like this, what I see with the beautiful and the more aggressive. So it might be like new energy coming into your life with a new, something new that wants to be born, and it's already, it's a king. So it's not a page, it's not a little thing, it's like something that's fully grown. So it might be another person, or something that you have been keeping on a distance for quite some time, but just wants to, you know, come in here like a tsunami wave. And this is like the last cry of your old existence. This is Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is a person that's very highly enlightened. She is very much in tune with her spiritual realms, but she is not connecting with her human experience because she feels like human beings are a bit stupid. She is very judgmental at times. So she might feel like, why am I here? Beam me up, Scotty, please, because this existence is very gruesome to me. I don't like it. It doesn't feel comfortable. I'm in pain. I don't like my fellow companion earthlings. The Queen of Swords is kind of a little bit of a hermit. She wants to be alone with her own inner visions, and she judges other people, thinking that they are not maybe as awakened or as spiritual, or they don't see things like from an awakened state. Therefore, it can sometimes be like a person wants to do everything on their own, wants to take, like if you want something done, you need to do it yourself, kind of thing. And it distances you from other people, and it distances you from the human experience as well. You are not here to kind of judge other people. You are here to teach them. You are here to let them know what you know, in a very diplomatic, sweet kind of way, not in this this is like a know-it-all kind of way. So I think you have one side to you where you're maybe that you're keeping away from other people, where you feel very disconnected from earthlings, so to speak. But with the Queen of Swords, she has this great ability to connect the heavens, like the spiritual, angelic, highly vibrating things, with the human experience. She doesn't have to continue living this lonely life, like in a cave or whatever she is. She's, as I said, much like the hermit. Actually, she is like a human rights lawyer, or public defender, or like a DA or something. She's not a judge. She's more like the one, like have this opposition in every case. So you can use this, your pristine view, your view from the other side. It's like you have like a total different view from other people, and make them awake, instead of separating you from people and thinking that, well, they are so stupid, I will stay in my cave and talk to the spirits, and put up a lot of defense against other people, wants to have them like arm's length away from me. So you have a really good chance here to let human beings know what you know, and to actually kind of start opening your heart space, because what we saw here, that this heart space is opening and you're assisting this, because maybe you don't want to be like, maybe you feel like you will become like less intelligent, or more like every other person, if you are being pulled with this life force that's coming here. So it might feel like you're very split, like sometimes you feel like you want to destroy the world, and sometimes you feel like the world is destroying you, and maybe you're resisting what's happening too much, and the problem is lying in the resistance, not in what's happening, but actually in you not wanting this what's happening. But it seems like it's coming either way, and it's sweet, beautiful things. So maybe stop resisting could be a good thing. Maybe it's going to carry you with the river to some beautiful place. So this is your future. So here we have the Two of Coins. The Two of Coins is a person, again, kind of deciding, well, I can do this on my own, getting on their little bicycle, carrying their little load here, and tramping away. So it's like you are taking overly too much responsibility, or wants to separate yourself from a situation which you can't really identify with. So the Two of Coins is it's probably going to be a bit rocky road, like where your emotions go upside down. And it's a little what we saw here with sometimes you feel like really in love with the world and everything is totally fine, and the next moment you want to you don't want to be a part of it, or you are becoming very angry in some sense. I don't really get why, but it's coming here very very clear. So this is kind of stressing you out, because it's like you're going up and down with emotions like this. And it's, again, it's typical for Libra, and you like when things are leveled and not so dramatic. And drama is kind of the centerpiece here. It's a storm, it's a bit broken up sea, it's a cycle, kind of talking about karma. It's bounds here, talking about your different bounds to different people. The red is talking about root chakra, so it seems almost like a person wants to run away from home, or they are going to do the same mistakes that they have always done. Try it another round, see if it gets better this time. So try to keep awake and try to not bicycle down the same hole that you're always trampling down into. Try to do something different this time, so you actually can resolve karma instead of just let it go another lap. The symbols on the coins here, one is faint, but this is Capricorn, and the other is Jupiter. So Capricorn in Jupiter. Capricorn is a very a demanding sign. It has a lot of responsibility, fixing everyday life kind of things. And Jupiter is more like luck and chance, and things you like. Maybe you want to have more freedom in your life, and you feel weighed down by responsibility, and now you're bicycling away from this situation because you want. He has like this party dress, like what you see with the Fool. It's for happy people, but he doesn't look really happy, so maybe you're keeping up a happy face when you're really not feeling happy. And it's kind of this fool's journey through the new experience, and where you maybe need to let your new experience kind of settle, and not be so upset by things happening, but actually just try to keep a little bit cool instead of stressing out like this. It might indicate someone bicycling in or out in your life as well. Kind of those relationship where this on and off again thingies. Okay, so the Two of Swords as well. We have a lot of twos here, so it seems like you have some problem with duality, is what we sensed here, with you being a little bit of a loner, and now a lot of things seems to circle around you participating with another human too, or other humans. This is Libra. It has the sign of Libra here, and it's a moon and a star symbol on the gloves there, holding two swords, and this person is blindfolded. So it's something here. It's like a new beginning that wants to approach your life, this new entering maturity, taking the next step into your new existence, your soul going down in this existence. That's the circle. And here it's like, well, I don't want to. So it's definitely like energies flowing into your life and you resisting them. So resisting is not a good thing. That's what's going to make you get a headache, grind your teeth, being tense in different parts of your body. And also it's like you're trying to shut off your feelings. You're trying to not have them. Maybe they are making you upset in some way, or maybe you feel like this thing is getting out of control, like you're losing control. Libra wants control. This is like, but we have the moon here, and the moon is for your subconscious. So maybe you can find some help there in your dreams, guiding you for what to do in this situation. But it seems like a happy situation, and you are resisting it because you want to keep control. So maybe it's not so much the situation that's the problem, like your mindset. Maybe your mindset is making you very scared. Maybe you feel like you are going to be devoured, or you know, fully eaten by this situation coming in here. So, okay, the next card is Six of Swords. So Six of Swords is a card about, it's this is Persephone, I think, being in the netherworld, going to marriage Hades. But in other case, Six of Swords is usually like going over the river Styx, meeting your maker. So it's this time when you are actually realizing something. You are having an experience that's touching both your heart and your mind. So it's being this connection between heart and mind. The Six of Swords, 6 is a harmonious number, sword is mind. So it's kind of your heart wants to express itself. And you can see it here. The Ace of Cups being your open heart space, the King of Wands being like passion and love and creativity. Things wants to be created here. And it's kind of you, yes, you say yes to this, but you are very slow here. It's not like very hasty. It's like you are doing this very calm self-realization. Probably the Queen still being in this cave, still being like a bit of a loner. So, when Persephone is down in the netherworld, there is winter on Earth, and when she comes up, it becomes spring. And this is how the natural order were restored by Zeus when Persephone were kidnapped to the netherworld by Hades. So it might be feeling like you are walking to the netherworld, your subconscious. Things are going on a subconscious level where you are trying to solve some kind of trouble, some kind of problem, some kind of duality situation where you feel like this, it's a bit rocky. For Persephone, it was also a bit rocky. She eventually became to probably love Hades a great deal because she stayed with him, but she also wanted to be out in life and kind of fulfill her mission on Earth as well, coming with the spring and all. So maybe it's something pulling you between two situations, or like with the Two of Coins, juggling two different situations. And it's something that you're resisting a little bit, and you want to take this slow. It's like you need to have time to digest everything before it's just this tsunami wave of all these things are happening to you. So the next card is Six of Cups, and it comes underneath Three of Cups and Ten of Swords. So one thing I think that come to me rather clearly here now is that all this fun and love might wake up your inner child, as we saw with the Fool here coming. And that's might be a problem for you if you have been very controlled and being like on the top of the world, having self-control, being able to, you know, steer yourself in one direction that you have chosen. If you awaken your inner child, the inner child will have a lot of needs. It has needs. You can't go like a desert prince through the desert and being like this hermit anymore, because your inner child wants other children to play with, wants to have experiences, wants to have love, wants to have food, happy things happening. So it might be what actually tormenting you, that you are losing control to something which you can't have control over. Because if you have needs, you are going to need other people, and if you are going to need other people, they are going to have some control over you, because you want to act nicely towards them, so they want to keep giving you what you need. So it might be this resistance which I'm feeling here with you Libras, that you want to have this fun experience, but you don't want to be a slave to your needs, kind of, because you have been very in full control by having control over your needs, not needing anything or anybody. It's just a really good survival strategy that's going to make you maybe very tense and lonely, but kind of preventing you from having disappointments. And now what you're fearing might be disappointment, and that you, if you are going to be in this whirlpool of life where things are happening, good and bad, your emotion is going to go like this as well, and you as Libra don't like that. So maybe your solution has been to not have feelings at all and to cut all the feelings and all those stuff out from your life. But actually you can't, because this is the life's longing after itself. It wants to grow towards the sun. It wants to grow towards light. It wants to grow towards love. And you're supposed to go through all those gruesome disappointments and ups and downs in your life, because this is what's making out the human experience. And this is what's tempering your soul, making you a more and more awakened soul. It's supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be sweaty and gruesome and difficult. If you were like where you want to be, like in this highly vibrated other dimension, you wouldn't have to deal with this stuff, but you're not. You're here on earth and you need to deal with this stuff, because this is a passage. So the last card we have here is Five of Coins. And Five of Coins it might be your fears of not getting your needs met. So if you could be like the one that robs what you need, and not being like dependent on other people to give them what you need, and then you become dependent on people giving you what you need, and they don't want to give this to you, you're going to feel like this, like a very poor person, a person being outcast in the snow, a person being like a beggar. So you don't want to be a beggar. You don't want to beg other people for help. You don't want to be dependent on them. You want to make it on your own. But what I see here is a story of a person going into a new existence where they're actually going to need other people. So try to take a deep breath and go with the flow. You are going to need other people and they are going to need you. And this is the human experience. Enjoy the ride. And try to work a little bit on your self-esteem. I'm sure that even if you are not longer being like this top creature, mastering your ego and filling your ego needs, and actually being, this is green for more unconditional love, like being, maybe you feel like you're a slave to love, or a slave to loving people. Build up your self-esteem a little bit, because people will love you. All people wants to be loved, but there's an ongoing conflict between duality on earth, and what you need to is overcome that conflict and make your enemy not your enemy but your friend, and kind of, making partnership instead of putting up like resistance towards people. So I think those flowers here is a bit of the solution. It's kind of a little bit of a peace symbol. And you love them or you don't love them. You love yourself or you're not loving yourself. You can love both yourself and others. There's no conflict. It's no conflict of having yourself and having others. It can actually be a beautiful wedding kind of between two energies. And when you get together with other people, it's like learning how people on other planets speak and work and think, because you are going to feel different than them and maybe alienated, but it's because you are here to make experiences, and you are supposed to experience how other people feel, think, believe. So it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be in opposition to this. You can experience it and start to find out what the people around you really want and need, and what you want and need, and start communicating your needs seems to be very important, because your inner child wants to have love. When it's waking up, it wants to have love. It doesn't want to starve, and here you're starving. So you need to start seeing too that your heart and your inner child gets the love that it needs. So start socializing a little bit. Okay. So I will take some cards for you from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. For Libra. Okay. Okay, the Camel Boy. Small steps, asking for help. So you're new at this. You don't know how you are going to do this. You knew how you did this old thing with being like a little bit separated. But when you are going to be in this actual existence, you need to take small steps. Asking for help seems to be a big problem for you. To ask for getting your needs met seems to be something that you are resisting. This camel is going through the desert with you on its back. So we human beings want to help each other. We want to be there for each other in people's needs. So when you ask someone to help you, they might be very grateful for being able to help you. And if they're not, they are not one of the friends you should choose to be with. There's other people here on earth, a lot of them actually. And you also have the altar priestess. That's preparation, prayer, sacred ritual. So this is preparation for this new phase of your life. So you need to decide what you actually need and what you actually want. And then you can create this more easily instead of having this resistance and feeling like no one will catch you when you actually start to explaining your needs. Try to envision a future where people are actually catching you when you say what you need. Try to think more positive is what I'm trying to say. Create a better future for yourself with what you're thinking. Okay, past life oracle cards for you. That's one. Okay, so galactic and authority figures. It's a little bit here what I sense that you have had like full control. You have probably been, like many Libras, a very highly developed creature, like watching the balance on Earth and in the universe. And by that you have been an authority figure, but now you are in human experience. And it might feel like a down step for some of you, but it's actually a promotion because human beings are front runners. We are pioneers in a very difficult area where there's no unconditional love and there's no like you can do magic tricks and fix things and clean your room with just abracadabra. It's more heavy. It's more of a achievement to actually live a human being's life with to fulfillment. So now you're doing what you're earlier in other incarnation probably just have been watching, and you don't like it. But I think get your hands dirty, get down and do it, and you will start to liking it. You will start to enjoy the passion that a human being can feel when they are creating what they want to have in their life, the experience that they want to have, and to love others. And as I told you, only love and your experience is what you are going to take with you when you die, nothing else. So work on your experiences and get your hands dirty. Okay, so my beautiful Libras, thank you for watching this far. And I hope to see you again in the beginning of Mars. Take really good care. Bye-bye.